For VOA News, I am Dimas Aurelio in Wow.
And now for some news just in. At least 130 additional members of the first Vice President-designate team arrived in Juba today. United Nations Mission in South Sudan spokesperson Ariane Quinta says UNMISS will continue to transport members of the SPLA in opposition.
It is not the first group of people, of soldiers coming back. We started the whole process, the international community started on Thursday 24, and it will be ongoing every day at least until the end of the week. And then, according to the JMAC and what is left to do, we will be at the disposal of the JMAC and JMAC requests to continue supporting the process.
About 90 soldiers were transported by the help of the Joint Monitoring and Evaluation Commission, a body responsible for monitoring the South Sudan peace agreement.
They have the place already, so they are going to decide one.
More SPLA-minor troops are expected to arrive later this week and next week. People living with disabilities in Awil State accuse local leaders of treating them unfairly. They say they are discriminated against when applying for jobs. Disabled people, many of whom were wounded during decades of conflict between the then Southern Sudan and the leadership in Khartoum, say their families could starve if they do not have any sources of income to support their families. Abraham Agot files this report for VOA from Awil.
In a petition addressed to the state government and humanitarian group, members of a Will Disabled Union urged they are denied jobs due to their physical impairments. They also complain about a lack of access to basic services, including clean water, education, and health care. Moses Kirium, chairperson of the Will Disabled Union, says South Sudan's economic crisis makes life much more difficult for disabled persons.
Because I'm even jobless, I don't have anything to register my children. They are stay as it is. So the anger that we're facing now in this area, they are now just feel like that they have lost something.
Peter Majok, Secretary General of the Will Disabled Union, accuses the government of ignoring disabled people's needs.
We don't see the transparency that which could involve us into this situation of our country. That is why now we are still crying out. We are looking for our rights because we are not able to have job opportunities. We are not able. There are some people who need now to continue for education and they discontinue because of consultations. These are people that were not considered as people. When they are walking in the street, see them like wild animals.
Majok wants the state government and humanitarian officials operating in the area to come to their rescue. Union spokesman Santino Dudenki says the main problem is that they can't cross into the neighboring Sudan to find other ways of survival. He says the government has done a poor job of managing the social affairs of the disabled.
Our population is being affected by the changing situation since beyond anger. The increase of prices in the market suffers our children while we are jobless. Thousands of people are fleeing, crossing the border to neighboring Sudan, seeking the feeding for themselves. But disability is our challenge. We are not able to cross the border by a wheelchair to Sudan.
A Will government spokesperson, James Wiyamu, says the state is aware of the concerns of people living with disabilities.
We need to support them, to bring them up and participate in the worldwide. Our government is not discriminating any. We are trying to support all our citizens, irrespective of their conditions. If they are disabled or not disabled, we are trying our best to consider their needs and put a priority.
He says officials in the newly created Will state are still working to establish government structures and will employ any disabled people who are qualified.
We'll assume that some of them will be working in different ministries. People with disability are people that need to be treated equally. They need to be given their right.
Disabled people in a Will say unless state officials respond to their demands, they will stage a protest. The Will Disabled Union was established in 2008 with only 20 members. It now has 300 members. For VOA News, I am Abraham reporting in a Will.